Hello, hello. I hope you are well. It is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Anyone who's new, welcome to the daily 1 hour black and orange political tarot readings. Yay! And I'm here every day, and it will be for the foreseeable future at 12 o'clock Central Time in the U.S. At the moment, we've got Central Daylight Savings Time, so it's CDT. But, and I usually take the first 10 or 15 minutes and I gather your political questions out of the chat. Everyone here is so friendly and so supportive of each other, for which I am eternally grateful. And so people talk amongst themselves and help each other, and just be kind to each other. So if there's something you specifically want to say to me, do put it in all caps. If I see something in all caps, I'll know you're talking directly to me. If I don't read on your question, it's never anything personal. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not blowing, I don't have favorites. I'm not blowing anybody off. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I have to go by my gut, my instinct of if I feel like I was kind of, every time I read a question, I kind of send my energy out, and I'm trying to kind of feel if there's any there, as it were, that there's something there that I could read on. But sometimes it doesn't feel like, okay, it's like it exists like that window, but it's not, I can't quite, I'm not supposed to read on that today. It's like at some point oh, look, there's a window, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I do put in timestamp after the live stream is over. I clean up the pinned comment at the top. Beneath this will be all the questions we cover today with the numbers, so you can just click on the number and go straight to what interests you most. It will also be in the description box, but it takes me a little bit of time to clean that up and get it in the description box and change the cover and things like that. Is that right? Oh, and all income that comes into the channel from every source, 10% of it goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks all across the country, very much needed. And that is that. I was doing that before this crisis. I will continue to do that after this crisis. All of my projects, 10% of my income from all of my projects go to established charities. So, and this is one of them. So before I jump into your questions for the day, point of personal privilege, and I'm just every once in a while I just mention like random YouTube video people. This morning I was watching Kate Kavanaugh. She's a writer. She made a video this morning. I regularly watch her videos, but she made one this morning, or put out one this morning, about making a 3-year plan. And it was like, oh. So I contacted my best friend who I work with quite often, and I told her about it, and I sent her the link, and she said, oh, thank you for the link. I'll go watch that. And then I'm going to sit down and cry a little. It's like, okay, I understand. I totally get it. 3-year plan. Yeah, so for anybody who's feeling like, oh my gosh, nothing gets better, nothing improves, we have to there's some things in life we have to make improve. And it's hard. It's hard. So, I won't go into details, but yeah, this is 8 months, and and I have to remind myself that yes, I have done the thing, I have written the thing, and I will write things in the future. So, we just have to keep plugging away at things. We just have to keep trying and not give up, and that is in so many different things in life. So. All right, I don't need this pen anymore, but right now at least. Let me scroll up. I'll leave you guys with a nice view while I scroll up and get your questions. And all right, scrolling down. Okay, Vicky's saying, Autumn, I must apologize. I said that Trump accused Biden of murder. It was Joe Scarborough. Oh, yes, that garbage, which isn't true. I understand, no worries. Maria, blessings to you all. I agree, we have the best moderators anywhere. Thank you so much to our moderators. You make this possible, literally. I would like to know if a medical lab called Medicago has the right answer that's vaccine developed from plants. I could read on medicines or vaccines, but I did try reading on one in particular, and I didn't feel comfortable after I did that. So let me reading on something in particular, like a specific drug, because I'm not here, and this is not just CYA. I'm not a doctor, and I'm reading on the collective energy, and unlike Trump, I'm aware that I might say something, and I would hate if somebody was hurt, but I can put on the list here. Read on medications and vaccines as a whole. That I will happily put in there. Pin. Okay. Oh, it jumped to the end. Okay, so I've missed some questions. Scrolling back up, scrolling back down. It kicks me down to the end of the comments sometimes. YouTube just suddenly loads a bunch of comments, and I miss where I was. Will Michael Cohen's book come out before the election? Now that he's home, let me read on that. We haven't looked at that one in a while, and in the past I got yes, but let's see how it's going. I'm so glad that he's so good. He's been able to go home. I'm not saying he is blameless or has never done anything wrong. I'm just saying that at least he's tried to. He made some attempt. I mean, the bar. Come on, people. The bar of decency is set really low, really low, and he has tried to do something good. And there's people like Manafort being able to go home, but Cohen not. But there are so many more people who really truly deserve to be at home. But anyway, how is Dr. Fauci? Kathy, I have read on him before. He is just gonna keep focusing on the work. That's it. The political stuff comes and goes. It's not a lot of skin off his nose. He's concerned about people. And what I got was, will Trump get rid of him eventually, force him out, push him out, ignore him, whatever? Yes, absolutely. And he'll just keep working. He'll just keep working and working and working. Uncover, is China planning on invading or occupying countries and territories? Oh, are they talking about, are they having a tantrum about Taiwan again? Or is it Hong Kong that they're trying to crack down on again? Mary's asking, will humanity learn a lesson from this illness, or will we go back to the old normal? What I've gotten in the past, Mary, the number of times I've read on that is things are going to change, and we're shifting because there and a lot of it can be seen in the astrology where Pluto in 2024, 23. I might actually go in for briefly in 2023. I'm not sure, but I know in 2024 Pluto's going to go into Aquarius. So there's this shift, and even these few years beforehand, there's this we're starting to shift into Aquarian energy. but we're still well in that Capricorn energy we've been in through since 2008. But also the when it comes to the ages, like Age of Aquarius, that people have heard of that. That's a completely different thing. I'm not even going to try to explain it, but it changes about every 2,000 years. And 2,000 years ago, we entered the Age of Pisces, and lo and behold, Christianity became a dominating force. The Fisher of Men symbol, Christianity symbol of the fish, Age of Pisces. Before that, because it's going kind of what we would see as backwards. So Aquarius is up here, then Pisces. Before that, it was Aries, the ram, and before that was Taurus, the bull, as in the golden calf. And then the ram and the, yeah. So we're moving, we're shifting, and this illness has helped just to push us a little further along that path into this a different age, a different age in the small term, the long term, and the really long term. So that's what I've gotten. Hieroglyph is saying your voice is breaking up on my end. Oh my gosh, let me see. Hang on. Okay, is that working? Or let me know if you're having trouble hearing me. Is my microphone in a good place? Sorry about that. Okay, wondering, guys, how difficult are things for Putin? Oh, I hope they're really horrible, because he's a horrible person. But I just want his energy to come back to him. That's all. That's what I want. I don't think it's just semantics or something like that to say that, I don't wish ill on somebody. There are people I absolutely wish their own energy back on them, though. Susan saying your audio is scratchy. Okay, scratchy audio. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me see. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Just 1 second here. Technical difficulties, just 1 second. Please stand by. Did that do it? Did that work? Can you hear me now? The sound. Can you guys hear me? Because I think I got it. Worse? Shaky. Sounds like you're underwater. No bad. Oh, okay. Let me try. I'll try one other thing. Okay. Is that any better? I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm so sorry about these technical problems. Don't know why it's suddenly acting up. If I put this here, does that okay, if I put that here, does that take the pressure off of that? Hang on. Okay, that might, the buzzing might be the fan. So that's just the fan. Okay. Sounds like I'm in. Sounds great now. Not scratchy anymore. Much better. That's good. But oh, it sounds like in a box. Don't be sorry. Good now. Good now. Better, but in a box now. Oh, not perfect, but okay. Well, I am so sorry about this. I really don't know what else to try. I'm afraid this will have to do. It'll do. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'm going to scroll up. I'll get your questions quickly, and then I'll try to jump in and answer as much as I can. Can you read on Trump's affairs and cheating while being president? Oh, yuck. Why? Why? Oh, goodness. He's just disgusting, and it wouldn't make any difference if it came out. Will the Hunter Biden stuff happen in Congress with ex-Obama staff? Oh, with Lindsay. Trying to pull that nonsense. Edit. Will Trump's doctors overrun the media? Oh yeah, the MAGA doctors. MAGA doctors. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and what's really going on with Pompeo? He tends to laugh when the press ask him questions. Is he that confident or just nervous? Let me see. What's going on with Pompeo? How is he handling this? I don't know, being caught out for the corrupt human being that he is. Salamis asking, will the fudging and lying about numbers get thoroughly exposed? they're going to be digging through these numbers for a long time. I'm not getting when I'm reaching my energy out, but what what it feels like is that it's like the numbers are bad, the numbers are awful, the numbers are not getting better because there's no vaccine, there's no truly workable medication, there's all we have is social distancing, and all that does, literally all that does, is it just stop our hospitals from being overrun all at once, but it doesn't actually make the thing magically go away. So unfortunately, what I'm getting off of that is just keep on keeping on. To some extent, just acknowledge, it's like just keep an eye on the numbers, but I wouldn't look that closely. And Trump and Trumpites are going to lie about the numbers or mislead or do whatever they're going to do, and no surprise there. I have noticed, Marcy's saying, I've noticed every tarot reader is having problems with their mics. Yeah, I'm definitely, I feel terrible about wasting your time here today. Hieroglyphics saying, the fired inspectors general were investigating Trump. With them gone, will those investigations continue? Will the IGs become whistleblowers or testify before Congress? Well, let's ask. Okay. Scrolling down. Oh, gosh. Worse. Okay, so I took that out. Or am I speaking dolphin? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Oops. Okay. Looking for anything in all caps. Better, but in a box. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Your electric gremlins are working hard today, aren't they? Oh, Holly's asking, will he find a way to punish Michigan for refusing to kiss his ring? Excellent, excellent question, Holly. Let's put that there. And what did I miss? What did I miss when this jumped? Oh, thank you, Helen. Buffering. Oh, are we buffering? Huh. Should be. Yeah, okay, I'm getting, it's just a delay, but it's definitely. Beautiful day in autumn land? Yes, it is. Fake doctors? Yep, I'm asking about them. Got headphones? You're perfectly clear. Good, good, good. Thank you. Is a second stimulus good enough for rock and roll? I like that, Kitty. Is a second stimulus? Susan is asking, is the second stimulus check coming despite blockages? From Moscow, Mitch. We'll check on that again. I have in the past gotten that yes, but all right, I've got a list of questions here. I better dive right in. I'm so sorry if I missed your question. Wow, for a okay. I am sorry if I missed your question, but some days, I don't know, we might steampunk today. Let me see what I've got. All right, so I'm gonna tilt this down, move this back a little bit, and thank you, Janine. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, steampunk confuses me. Salome, the deck does, or just steampunk in general? Helen's saying, heard about Trump stopping the military deployment. It stops, yeah, he stops it one day early so they don't get benefits. Yeah, it's infuriating, but I'm so not surprised. Not at all. The deck in particular, steampunk in general. Well, I'll try to explain. Well, I can use something else. It's fine with me. I don't want people to be confused. Let's see here. I'll go back to we'll have a 70s tastic day. That's fine. I was kind of thinking about doing this anyway, so we'll just do this again. That's fine. Don't do it silly. It's fine. Just calm me. Well, I don't want people to be confused, and if one person's saying it confuses them, then chances are there are other people it confuses too. If some people don't like certain decks, I understand, but if someone's actually confused by something about it, then Okay, so I'm going to jump in at 27. Okay, so at, let's see here, 27:30, I'll start here on are we going to get medication and vaccine? I'm going to tilt this down if it'll let me. Sorry, I'm trying to move that there. Okay. Did that cause any problems? And you see me? Can you hear? Viewers, can you hear me? Let's see. If I turn this just a tiny bit. Back it up just a tiny bit. All right. Okay, now it's going to be closer to 29 when this gets going. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. All right, shuffle here and reach out for some energy for medicines and vaccines. Medicines and vaccines. Thank you so much for your patience with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. So, okay. Let me see what energy I can get here, if any. By the way, that phone has nothing to do with me. I don't actually have a landline, but anyway. Okay, reaching my energy out. Medicines and vaccines. All right, let's do medicines and vaccines. Okay. Okay, I'll do medicines here, and then vaccines over here, which is slightly later, which is going to be a slightly later date. Medicines. When I do this, why do I do 4? I don't know. Vaccines. Oh no, that's a 5. Medicines is a 4. Okay. just gonna roll with it. Knight of Pentacles. Well, certainly whoever works this out is gonna make a lot of money. I mean, like a printing press for money. Oh goodness, the sound is still not good. Should I just unplug and just like yell? I've got a microphone on the iPad itself, but it's quite low. But Hairy Men deck, yes it is. Straight from the commune. Okay. Do let me know about the sound. Sounds good here. Oh good. Good, good. Thank you. Kind of boxy, but okay. All right. For the medication, yeah, Trump really dropped the ball, as it were. It's really hurt him, and he's doing his. It hurt him, therefore he has to prove he's right. This is how he views himself. This Page of Swords. This, young and strong, and the bullying he learned at military school, and not that all military schools are like that. It's just he had so many different places to become an expert at bullying, and then trying to move into the sun. Everybody just go outside and put UV light put UV light in your body. This is not a workable solution. It can help. There's certain medicines that can help in extreme circumstances where it's this or nothing, but that's in very small cases. And again, I'm being brought back to whoever figures this out one way or the other, either medication or vaccine, is just going to be printing money. Printing money. All right, vaccine. Knight of Cups, Star, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands. Okay. Okay. They're working on it. I get cups for medical people, and the star is the card of hope. Okay, so they're working on it. There's hope. The center of the reading, I've got the Six of Swords, and then the Eight of Cups, and then the card of communication. Worldwide communication sometimes. And this is, what it feels like is they're going to come up with something overseas before they come up with it here. So I think there is a vaccine coming. I'm not sure it's going to originate here. I think it may originate somewhere else. And wouldn't that just burn Trump's toast? And that's going to take time. So is there anything in the shorter, is there anything in the shorter time frame, in the shorter period, that can help, a medication that can help where they replace, they give you, antibodies from people who've recovered, or, whatever, different therapies. Let me see what I've got here for other therapies or medications. Oh boy. Six of Swords. No, six. I'm looking right at the card. I'm looking right at the Roman numerals, and that's 4. That is a 4. That's a 5. There's a 1 before it. Means the 4. The technical difficulties kind of frazzled me a little bit. That's a 4. 4 of Swords. It is the card of everything going really, really quiet. Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Oh boy. This is higher wisdom in trying to really think outside the box. It's also secrets. There are places in the world where they are doing experimentation that is, there are laws against in places where they value human life. But this is taking action. This is taking action for like families, social distancing, nostalgia. I get nostalgia cards sometimes when it comes to doing things the way we used to, meaning back when there wasn't as much travel I know it's like a bazillion years ago, but it people didn't used to travel as much. Didn't used to. They did more local shopping. They spent more time at home. You know, the kind of like that comedian who was talking about how growing up there was always an Entenmann's cake in the house and Sanka instant coffee, and it was because the neighbors would knock on the door. Hey neighbor, how you doing? And come in and sit down and just like, hey mom, can I have some of the Entenmann's cake? No, that's for guests. Well, who's coming? Well, no, someone will knock on the door. Somebody will come visit, because that's what they did a million years ago. And these days, if someone knocks on the door, it's like, everybody go quiet. Everybody hide, Don't make a noise. That sort of silliness. And I'm not saying you should go to your neighbor's house because you need to keep the social distancing, but a kind of home neighborhood, that sort of thing. They're working on it. They're going to throw money at it, at various therapies and what have you. But there's a lot of disappointment. I'm so sorry I don't have better news. And this is a card of this card I would call quiet as a tomb. And I'm not saying that means, yes, there are definitely deaths, and it's extremely sad. But it's also this thing's going really, really, really quiet. Sorry, I don't have better news. Ollie's asking, will Trump wear a mask at the Ford plant? I asked about that yesterday, if it would hurt Ford sales, that they're like, do what you want. I didn't even bother reading on will he wear a mask, because he won't. He won't. That's just, nope. He is a narcissist. He sees it as a sign of weakness. He thinks he's going to get it turned. It's going to be turned into an election ad, and of course that's more important because his re-election is more important than anyone getting sick or him being responsible, because he's not. No, I don't take any responsibility. No kidding. Yeah, we've met you. So let me go down here. Cohen's book. Will Cohen's book. Where am I? I'm at 39. And I'll tack on a little bit of extra time at the end here. See if I can get through as many of these as possible. Will Michael Cohen's book. Michael Cohen. Better energy than a lot of these guys. Not saying he's perfect. I'm saying that I usually, read on people who, as Obi-Wan described it, about you will never find a greater hive of villainy. It's like, yeah. Michael Cohen has a book coming. It's going to come out before the election. Let me reach out the energy here. Yeah, I'm getting a not surprising, good to be home, feel like you can breathe freely again. All right, the book. Is it going to come out before the election? Well, he's angry with Trump. He feels betrayed by Trump. He feels led on by Trump. Things that he thought Trump would have his back on, who didn't. Seeing Trump more clearly for what he is. And he needs the money. So he will do, even just logically, he'll do everything he can to get that book out before the election. But will things get in the way? Michael Cohen, is your book about Trump going to come out before the 2020 election in November? Michael Cohen. Let's see here. 8 of Wands. Well, they're going to come up with anything, and they're going to Trump and his ilk, and everything from the Trump company to the president to they're going to try to throw everything they can possibly throw to stop this book from coming out. The thing is, though, it's also they have to be careful, though, because if they can't stop it, what they're going to do is they're going to delay it. And if they delay it right up to be the October surprise, not good for Trump. Okay, 9 of Wands. This is Republicans, the wall of Republicans and people protecting Trump. And that included Cohen. And then he faced judgment. And it's not just legal judgment, it's judgment from society. So under the reading, he has the goods, because it feels like these flames are almost coming off of, it's like this is a continuation of this picture. I mean, I know it's not, obviously, but it feels like it is. 9, sitting pretty. 4 of Pentacles. Well, he's angry that people like Trump still have all their money, he still has all that power. He's doing fine, whereas Cohen financially is not doing so well. And he's the one who has suffered. Okay, well, that's telling me that. That does not tell me if the book's going to come out. All I'm getting for the card for the reading is them throwing everything they can at it. But the question is, does it get published? Does it get published? I imagine that's a book I would read. Let's see here. Is Cohen's book going to be published before we go and vote? That's the Emperor. Trump is the Emperor. Again, not as the man, but as the Emperor. And this feels like Trump's company with his kids, both of them throwing everything they can. Death card. Knight of Swords. 5 of Wands. I thought maybe, because it's like increasingly difficult, I thought maybe the energy was going this way, but I don't think it is. I think Trump's going to have other things to worry about. I think that they are going to they'll try to stop it, but I think that, I think Trump and the administration, maybe the company will continue to try to fight it, NDAs and all this kind of stuff, but I think Trump's going to have other things to worry about. And I've been getting this regularly. I've been getting this, and it's not just, I'm not saying anything's going to happen to Trump, but this is like death of the administration, death of the Trump era. Bigger problems. Like, by comparison, Cohen's book, whatever nastiness Cohen could say, it's, proves he's a jerk, proves he has extremely questionable, potentially illegal business practices. Yeah, but it feels like by that point, do check with other readers, but I keep getting, and the energy's right there, and I'm trying to question it because I don't want too good to be true. I'm skeptical of any energy that comes along that's too good to be true. Five of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. He might actually go relatively easy on the kids. Not that they're kids, but you know what I mean. Trump's children. Fighting over NDAs. It's there. The energy's there, but it feels like it's back here a little bit. It's minimized a little bit. I think something else is coming. All right, we're at 46. Is China planning on invading or occupying other countries or territories? Is China going to use this as cover while people are distracted and sick and home or whatever? Is China going to try to take over places that it shouldn't? Let's see here, let me send out my energy for China here. Whew, talk about an iron grip. It's like this. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, you got that on your people. Got it. It's not the, but are you gonna expand that iron grip? Hong Kong, Taiwan, onwards and outwards and Nine of Wands. The excuse would be it's for their protection, for our protection, it's all protection. That if they did something like that. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. The world is watching, and that feels massive. King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Well, I've got 3 court cards right there, and these are different influences. The world is watching, and that's the thing. I mean, this feels like Europe. That feels like Europe. This I'm being drawn to the grain here, and America is they call it the world's breadbasket. This is like North America. This is Middle East, maybe. But the point it's not specific, and it doesn't have to be. I'm just saying I'm getting these far-flung areas, all watching. And China is, they're all suffering, which means China's economy is suffering, and they just want to go back to being the world's manufacturer. And if they make these people upset, then they are more likely to try to move manufacturing elsewhere. Even though it would be more expensive, even though it would be more difficult. But you antagonize them enough, and I think China right now is actually their financial shape is not fantastic. So it's like, okay, this builder can be either manufacturing, so we go back to manufacturing for the world, or this can be like UN resolutions against condemning and a whole bunch of bad PR, and they're worried about they're worried about losing manufacturing. I don't think they're going to get that aggressive. They're focused on getting this going again. That's what I'm getting. Okay, we're at 50. How difficult are things these days for, oh man, for the Russian leader? I'm not going to read on the man himself. His energy is some of the worst I've ever read on, and I get instantly mental images of torture and things he's done in his life that no. But Russia itself has wonderful energy. The land, the people as a whole. The history. But that leader over there, him, how are the people doing with him? How is he doing? I'm asking from over here. Thank you. You will never find a greater hub of scum and villainy. Exactly. Oh, Putin. Putin, Putin, Putin. You really are a nasty piece of work, aren't you? I do what needs to be done. Yeah. I guess being a psychopath helps. How's Putin with the illness and Putin, the illness, Russia? What we got here? People are scared. There are definitely people who are sick, but one of the reasons that things have gone so badly in the U.S. as opposed to, say, like Canada or parts of Europe is because our social safety net is nearly non-existent. It also causes extremes in people's reactions to things, like the MAGA people who are going out and like, I'm not going to wear a mask and I'm not going to let you tell me what to do, and I'm not a... If you dig down through all of that fear of being controlled is, well, yeah, because if your ability to act is the only thing that will keep you alive in a crisis, keep your family, your children alive in a crisis, then yeah, you're going to react horribly to what you perceive as someone telling you what to do or telling you you can't go out and work. And what is McConnell doing to help these people? Nothing. Mnuchin literally stood up there, Mnuchin of Versailles, literally stood up there and basically implied that, well, the average person can live on $1,200 for 10 weeks. Excuse you? You don't have a silver spoon in your mouth. You have a silver spoon stuck somewhere else. In his ear. I meant in his ear. Stuck in his ear. That's it. But in Russia, they're used to sticking together. They're also used to sticking together. They live in the corruption. You know, you want to get anything done, you have to bribe people, and you have to. So relying on each other is not unusual. Temperance. Getting through it. It's hard though. People definitely are sick. They're definitely can feel that. Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, Three of Wands, Four of Swords. Muddling through. They're just muddling through. It's definitely empowering the people trying to challenge Putin, the ones who have survived the poisonings. But I don't know, there seems to be just like a lot of watching and waiting. I mean, maybe not full-blown herd immunity kind of stuff, but it just feels like a lot of just, well, we'll just wait it out. And they have hospitals, but it's not as advanced. Not a shocker there. It's definitely giving some power to. It's definitely helping the argument against Putin, but this just feels like a whole lot of just hunker down, wait it out. So. Okay, we're at 56. All right, so what's next? What's next? 56. Oh, yeah. Is it Lindsay who's wants to, I forget which part of this ridiculous Connie, I'll see if I can get to it. I just got to, I want to get through a bunch of the other questions people are waiting on, but I will. That's a good one. I know Lindsay wants to call. I forget which part of this travesty lying. It could be tomorrow, or maybe I'll get to it today. So, but Lindsay was going to call stuff, and okay. So, are the Republicans honk shoe? I mean, it's seriously. I just want to sit here and snore. It's like, oh yeah, gonna go after Hunter Biden, and Obama Biden unmasking of Flynn's name, even though that happens, multiple times every day. Yeah, it's a. So the Republicans, are they still gonna beat this proverbial dead horse? Rah. Gives Fox News something to talk about. Hunter Biden unmasking, and Trump is just. It's like he's standing on the roof of the White House. That's the mental image I'm getting, and he's just yelling as loud as he can. But he's yelling the same stuff. Fake news. Oh, no president's ever been treated this badly ever. Oh, grief. Yeah, you want to kind of bring this up, huh? Going to point out how terrible nepotism is, huh? Gonna talk about unmasking that wasn't remotely illegal or immoral. It's a hill you're gonna try to dig up, huh? Page of Wands. This is the card of the messenger. Fox News needs something to talk about, and trying to, it helped get Trump elected. What they did to Hillary Clinton, and what they're gonna. I'm telling you right now. I will say this every day if I have to until Election Day. Do not be surprised. Do not be shocked, and do not believe everything you hear. They are going to make stuff up. They are going to make up some of the most vile things you have ever heard in the history of mankind. It is going to make what they did to Hillary Clinton look like a picnic. I'm just warning you now. So when you start seeing, or when you continue seeing stuff, and it just gets worse and worse and worse, just be like, yep, we knew this was coming. Oh, look, Pelosi right in the middle. Right in the middle. She has some, there's some committee hearings she can call. Ace of Cups. Wow, suddenly this is a whole lot of emotion. And her and the Democrats are at the base of it. Pelosi, overflowing emotion, Democratic power, kaboom. Whereas this, their playbook, they're reusing about Hillary Clinton, feels like it's sort of over here, it's very small, but this, I'm telling you guys, something's coming big against Trump. You know what, I'm reading on that again. I'm so sorry. I'm jettisoning a bunch of other questions because you've seen in these questions, it just keeps going coming up and coming up and coming up. So I'm at 61. The big bad against Trump keeps coming up. McConnell is editing tapes of Amy McGrath and airing them here in Kentucky. Not surprised. Not surprised. Please be right, Autumn. I know. I'm with you. I've never, for one instant, said I'm 100% right or even given a percentage. I read on the collective energy as best I can. That's why I always suggest check with other readers. It's our consensus that's usually the most accurate. But reading after reading after reading after reading, it just comes up. What's up with the tower? What's up with the tower coming up in these readings and Trump? Queen of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Letitia James, what is, I wonder what sign she is. Although it might not be her. It could be New York. They are more likely to get access to at least some of Trump's records than Congress, but the Supreme Court is not going to give us everything that we're hoping for, but something is going to get through. Every time there's a tower, he seems to stop it. I understand you're thinking that, Susie, and trust me, I'm anything that seems too good to be true, I always question heavily. But no, it's there. I don't know what it is, but I'm reaching my energy out, and it's a thing. What's going on with Trump and what's going to happen here? I'm going to close my eyes here for a second. Okay, I keep getting this Tower card about Trump. So what is that about? What is this? Because it's like we're going along, and then it's like there's a, oh, thank you, Jody. It's like there's a stop. It's like we're going, what's going on with that tower? Is it, and yeah, Trump, tower, Trump. What's going on? Got two cards for the reading. Communication, somebody releasing information. You know what? I haven't done one of my overloaded Celtic crosses in months, and it feels like that's what I need to do here. So, forgive me. It doesn't feel like his health, Trump's health. Well, like I said, I have really not done an overloaded Celtic cross. Anyone who's never seen me do this, it's much like a regular Celtic cross. It's just a ton of cards. I don't know a reader who goes through more cards than I do. It's not something I'm proud of. It's just kind of how it is. All right. Try to remember how to do it. Trump, tower. The summer. Sun's shining. Grass is green. Trump, Tower. A long sudden stop. Card for the reading. Past. Above the reading. Below the reading. Near future. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's like one thing which leads to a whole lot of other stuff. Near future, near future. Near future. Home environment. Hopes and fears. What other people see. And then 3 for the final outcome. What is going on with this thing in that keeps coming up? The Trump and the Tower and Deborah. No, he won't. The narcissism is strong. All right, the card. Oh, this is disappointment. This is us saying, yeah. Tower. Sure, something, yeah, he gets gotten away with everything else, you know. In the past, yeah, we've just been frustrated for a long time. Very howling at the moon frustrated. Card, center of the reading is he sitting pretty. He and his ilk, with all of their money, just enjoying what they're doing. All right. Base of the reading, Queen of Swords and the Sun. This is an investigator bringing things to light. Investigators bringing things to light. Although it might be the one. Above the reading, Judgment falling on the Trump dynasty. Judgment, Trump dynasty. Okay, near future. First, there's an Ace of Cups, so there's a lot of emotion. It's like relief. I really wonder if this has to do with the Supreme Court saying things can go ahead, because then as I got that whole big clump of cards, it's like more than one thing. So we're not going to get everything. The Supreme Court is not going to say, yeah, sure, take what you get. Here's the grand jury stuff. Here's tax returns. Here's financial records. Well, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Here's everything you. No, it's not quite, but there's a big sense of relief in there somewhere. And then we also have to wait because, you need some forensic accounting and whatever else. But it's not just financial stuff. Home environment. Home environment is Trump and his ilk are busy feathering their own nests and the nests of those like them. Tower. Yeah, but that's hopes and fears. Trump is really upset the idea that his finances could be looked at. And it's not just that he's not as rich as people think. It is incredibly convoluted, but he knows he's going to be in trouble. What other people see? That's Trump. The suspension of his power. In some way. I don't know exactly what. All right, final outcome. We're waiting. We have a relief, and then we're waiting. This is the card this 10 of Wands is what I've always gotten for court cases. Hearings, court cases, many, like all kind of clerks walking in with gargantuan piles of paper and plunking it down on those great big tables against the emperor. Come in, drop it at his feet. Cases, cases, cases about his lies. And it's there in black and white. Thank you, Douglas. Thank you. They're going to come in, they're going to dump it at his feet, and it's all about his lies. Okay, so I'm liking this energy strong. This energy is strong. So is this because of the Supreme Court? Trump ties to Epstein, perhaps that. I mean, is this, let's start with the Supreme Court. Is this because the Supreme Court rules to release information? Could be grand jury stuff, could be hands are tied. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. Whose hands are tied? They can't give us everything. SCOTUS can't give us everything. They could give us something. Hierophant. Knight of Rods. Oh my gosh, thank you, Douglas. Thank you. King of Wands. This is Trump as a man. This is the people who protect him, like Junior. And this is the government. Could be money laundering with Russia, absolutely. I mean, it's absolutely the government coming down on him, but his family as well. Whose hands are tied? Whose hands are tied? There's the Knight of Pentacles. That's people fighting for, like, arguing to protect Trump. All right. The Six of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Wow. Sword of Truth right in the middle. Page of Cups. Well, that's the Sword of Truth coming out. A little... Mueller report. All of these swords could have been very damaging to Trump, but Barr tied Mueller's hands. He brought something out, but it was just a meager piece of what was actually there. It wasn't all of it, but there's the Sword of Truth. And there's the Page of Cups with the Democrats, with a new start, a new. It's. I mean, okay. Look at this Ace of Swords. I mean, it's so huge. It's like towering over the mountains, and it's massive, and it's elaborate, and the hand is so big it just fills the clouds. I mean, this is a big thing, right? And this Page of Cups. I mean, this is a small person. It can be a child, it can be a teenager, it can be just a young adult. You give this much truth, power, what have you, and it just suddenly they have it, like to Congress or to some offices in New York or what have you. It does definitely feel like there's some Congress involved there. It's like they don't even at first realize what they have. But once they realize it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm holding Excalibur. That's what that feels like. We're not going to hear about the grand jury thing until June, is my understanding. Because they've set a June 1st deadline for the government to bring up information or give their arguments, to come up with why the information shouldn't be released or something. which should allow the Supreme Court to rule on this, and so it doesn't go into next year. King of Cups. So those are the Democrats. They're waiting. They're right there. That's Pelosi, Schiff, all the lead, Nadler. I mean, just everybody. Just like give me the paper. Give me the info. Thank you very much. Give me that sort of truth. I'll take it. Pelosi knows how to wield Excalibur. Are you kidding? Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. Their money can't help them. Not up against Page again. Small. The forces coming up again. There's Pelosi. Told you she could wield Excalibur. The forces that are in play in the background. I often say that major arcana, it's like something in all caps, whereas the suit cards are like in lowercase letters. The things, even though that's a suit card, it feels big. And these forces are so big that it's almost like dwarfing Democrats and Republicans in like history sweeping them up. And there's Pelosi. And she knows exactly how to wield Excalibur. Exactly. All right. I'll just ask here quickly: are we talking more Congress or New York State? Congress, New York State. Justice is blind? No, Justice is not blind. Hang on. Let me see what I've got here. Congress. 5 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Well, I don't like that this ends with the Republicans. This is a card of insult to injury. This is the institutionalism. Yeah, this feels rocky. This is a rocky path. New York State, 7 of Pentacles. It feels pastoral, like it's smaller. They're, like northern New York State, where there aren't as many people, and there's room to breathe, and there are records in the system down in New York City, but okay. 7 of Swords, it's a card of the thief. And 4 of Wands, and that is my celebration card, Mar-a-Lago card, real estate deals. Oh, Trumpy. Oh, Trumpy. I think I'm not saying nothing will go to Congress or that they're not going to be able to do things. I'm saying that the Republicans are going to be able to make a lot of the congressional stuff make that path rockier, make it more difficult. But this New York State, it's a walk through the rock through the fields. So, yeah, the congressional thing, they'll make it difficult. See how many cards I've used? This is, anybody who's new around here who's like only came in the last 6 months. Yeah, this used to be a regular thing. That's why I would only publish one reading at a time. Page of Swords, there's Trump, how he sees himself. Boy, they are really going to bring all this stuff and dump it right at his feet. Man. People are hurting. 5 of Pentacles, which is undermining Republican power and helping the Democrats. So you've got this in the background. Okay, that's all I'm getting for that, but I'm in. I'm sure. I'll take it. Do check with other readers. Are other readers getting that there is something coming? I think I heard, I mean, I've been saying this for a while, but I could have sworn I heard Linda G say something about something similar, but I don't know exactly. But that's going to be it for me. I'm tired. That just wore me out. But thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much to our moderators. We have fantastic moderators. And thank you for everything. Seriously. I'm very, very grateful. They all say something big is coming. Good, because for a while there it felt like nothing big was coming except the election. But this, yeah, I'm glad to hear that there are others saying the same kind of thing. Viola saying, glad to hear Tower card energy on Trump. Love seeing the overloaded Celtic cross again. Thank you. Everyone feels that something's about to happen. Good. Good. This is excellent. This is excellent. So it's just taking so long. Yes, it is. All right, let me see if it's anything they can. A message for us. Let me do a message for us. Let's do that. All right. I'll just throw a few cards. Message for us. A message for us. Like 83. Message for us. Message for us. It's, you know, at the risk of being a meme from The Office, it's happening. It's happening. Star, 8 of Swords, High Priestess. I know exactly what this is saying, at least, but I'm convinced I know what this is saying. What this is saying is that we feel like we are just stuck here. And yeah, we have to, you know, and it just gets away with everything, and then Renfield Bar, and you know, it just goes on. And then Mnuchin starts talking, which is just and it's so awful. And it's like, you know, I can just turn off the TV. And it's all I can do is just walk away. So we feel stuck. But you know, I mentioned earlier that the major arcana are the capital letters. They are the big forces. They are the big forces. So we are here and we are feeling like, oh, we're stuck here. We're stuck here. But this is there's more going on behind the scene. There's more energy. There's all of this is coming. And it's gonna be like, oh, whoa, like it's gonna like come to us like, whoa, what was that? What's this? It kind of bowls us over a little bit, but in a good way. And we don't see it. We don't fully see it coming. We think we hear it. We think, but maybe it. But so you may feel helpless. You may feel like there's nothing I can do, or it's never going to get better. But no. There's big energy. There are big forces that are going to disabuse us of the notion that nothing changes. Okay? So hang in there. Let there be light. Yes, Connie, absolutely. I hope your day goes really well, and I will be back tomorrow and every other day because we're going to get through this together, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your patience with my technical issues. I really appreciate it. I'll play with this later, see if I can get things working a little better. I hope. All right, you take care, and I will talk to you very soon. Tomorrow, in fact. Yes, indeed, tomorrow. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.